guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for today's video, which is going to be an autumnal get ready with me, and I'm going to be sharing my everyday hair and skincare and makeup, what I've been doing the past few weeks. So we're in that really strange time of year at the moment where we really want to embrace autumn because summer has long gone, and yet it's still a little bit too warm to really put all of those autumnal trends to use into our wardrobe. So for me, a way that I like to embrace autumn at this time of year is by switching up my makeup a little, so some slightly deeper shades, slightly warmer tones, and I thought I would share with you how I've been doing my makeup in a very chatty, relaxed vlog style. So I hope you like the format that I filmed this in. Let me know if you do down in the comments below. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so fresh out of the shower, and the first thing I'm going to do is my skincare. I've been using pretty much the same routine for the past 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even longer, and you've probably already seen it in a few vlogs. So the first thing I'm using is the Vichy Mineral 89, and it's a daily booster. You put it on before your serum. Just find it really lovely and hydrating, especially as we go into the cooler months. My skin just needs a bit more hydration. Then I apply my eye cream. This is the Origins A Perfect World, and it's SPF 20 and also anti-aging. So just apply a tiny bit of that and then very delicately pat that around my eye area. And then I've been using this non-stop for the past like 6 months. It's the Darphin Lumiere Essentiel Serum. This one is an oil-in serum, so it's got the benefits of oil but without actually applying an oil, so it sinks in really lovely and quickly, but you still get the luminosity. And I've been using a pump of that, yeah, for the past like 6 months and absolutely love it. Maybe even longer than 6 months actually. Been using it pretty much ever since it came out. Big fan. And then the final skincare that I'm doing before my makeup is my moisturiser. I'm using the Elemis Dynamic Resurfacing Day Cream in SPF 30. I'm a huge fan of the Pro Collagen Marine Cream, but this time of year I'm just doing anything that I possibly can in order to get a glow basically. And because this is a resurfacing day cream, it just helps to gradually resurface the skin, peeling very gently over time, and it's got SPF 30, so not only is it helping your skin to regenerate but also protecting it, so I'm a huge fan of that. I really feel like 2017 has been the year that I've really got to know and love Elemis, so that and the Pro Collagen Marine Cream are two of my absolute favourites. So I like to leave my moisturiser to sink in for about 10 minutes, so it's at this point that I'll usually go downstairs, make a coffee, and also just get my hair to a point where it's ready to start blow drying. Okay, so what I do to my hair straight after getting out of the shower hasn't really changed in the past like 2 years, so this is pretty much what I do all the time. I'm just scrunching out any excess water, and then when my hair is soaking wet, I swear by this, and I have done for so long. I recommend it to everybody, especially people with coloured blonde hair. It's the Perfect Full Platinum Miracle Filler Treatment by Pureology. 100% vegan ingredients for colour treated hair. I spritz this all over my hair. It's like a leave-in conditioner, but it also heat protects, it detangles, and honestly I think I have this to thank for the condition of my hair, so huge fan of this, and it's one of those pieces I will forever repurchase. Once my hair's covered in that, I will apply some Moroccan oil to the ends of my hair. My mum got me into Moroccan oil many years ago. I used the light formula and it just helps to make my hair a lot more manageable really. So maybe 3 pumps of the oil through the mid to ends of my hair. This helps me to be able to comb through, stops any flyaways, and just generally helps with the condition of my hair as well. Then I'm going to brush through, and I have this very snazzy hairbrush which my hairdresser gave me. I get my hair coloured and done at Richard Ward, and he's developed this hairbrush called the Tangle Angel, and it really is very good. I love that it's got a handle, I love that it's rose gold, it's got like angel wings, and very good at gently detangling wet hair. And then once it's all brushed through, I blow dry to about 50 or 60% dry before carrying on with the rest of my makeup. Okay, hair is semi-blow dried. Next, back onto the makeup, and I'm putting on the Armani Prima Day Long Skin Perfector. This I find is just a really lovely base for my makeup, just gives a really nice like blank canvas and makes my skin in a prime state for applying foundation. And for my base, I'm just running out of my Luminous Silk Foundation from Giorgio Armani, so I'm currently blending it with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I really like this. The only thing that bugs me about it is the way that it comes out, so it doesn't have a pump, which means I normally end up getting way too much on my hand. So maybe when this runs out I might pour the Estee Lauder Nude into this, because I much prefer how this comes out. But I do have a tiny bit left of Luminous Silk. And to blend that in, I'm using my damp beauty blender, brand new one, just for this video, and always use it damp. Just find it's the most flawless way of applying my foundation. Keeps it looking quite natural as well for an everyday makeup look. So hopefully you can see that's given me just a really lovely kind of natural, dewy makeup look. And that's how I would normally leave it on an everyday basis. But because I'm actually going to film a video after this one, like a proper video, I'm going to put on my trusty Rimmel Match Perfection. This is my most loved foundation probably ever, and it's super affordable. Just adore the coverage of this, and I always use it for filming because I love the finish. Again, I'm running out, so just putting some on the back of my hand, dotting it on my face and blending. So that's given me a lot more coverage, and I'm much happier with that kind of coverage for filming. I'm also going to highlight and brighten under my eyes using the Bobbi Brown Instant Full Cover Concealer. This one is really good because it doesn't go all cakey or crease, and a really nice shade for under the eyes as well. And once I'm finished with my base, once I'm happy with how it looks, I'm using the Laura Mercier. This is the loose finishing powder. This one doesn't give you a cakey effect at all, especially if you use it with a fan brush. And then I just kind of brush this over to set everything down, stop any excess shine. And I like to use a fan brush to apply this because it just gives the lightest dusting of coverage. That should do the trick. Next I'm going to do brows, and I'm using the Fleur and Eyelure Brow Define. This one is the shade Light. I'm going to use the darker end of it to first just create that shape underneath the brow. So you want to make sure your brow is starting in line with your nose, so you can kind of make a little point. And then to see where the arch of your brow should be, looking straight in the mirror and then creating a line again there, so it should be around there. And then where your eye ends, again lined up with your nose, is where your brow should end. So that's a rough guideline to creating your brow shape. And then using those three markers, it's just kind of join the dots and creating that shape. Okay, feeling a lot more human now that I've got my brows done. Before I move on, I'm going to pop on a little bit of lip balm. This is the Cordially French Kiss in the shade Seduction. I just really like the texture of this one, and it makes a really nice base for future lipstick as well. And then I'm going to add some colour to my complexion using the Vita Liberata Tristal Bronzer. This one is bronzer slash pressed powder, but what I love about it is it actually works through your makeup to tan your skin. And if, like me, you just will do anything to keep up that lovely bronze glow during autumn, then this is a really lovely one. Plus it's a gorgeous shade as well. And then for those areas that I want to be even more bronzed and glowy, I'm using my trusty Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer, which again, I have been using for well over a year now. Yet to find anything that I love more than this. If you guys also love this and have found some alternatives, please let me know, because I'm dying to try something else. Next up is eyeshadow, and I don't know any beauty blogger this autumn that's not going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Heat. The colours in here are just so perfect. I'm a big fan of the matte ones down there, surprise surprise. I actually really like using the brush that it comes with. I'm going to start by using Chaser as the one that I apply all over the lid. Just realised I forgot to set my brows. I'm using the Elizabeth Arden Statement Brow. This is just a very soft brow gel. It doesn't like lock them in place, but it definitely adds a bit of hold. And it's got a little bit of colour in there too. So I'm just gonna brush that through the brows. And then back to eyeshadow, I'm going to use Low Blow, which is this one here. And for that, I'm going to apply that into the crease to add a bit more definition. And then instead of using an eyeliner, which I always find just too harsh, I'm taking a really precise brush. This is the Zoeva Wing Liner brush, and I'm going to use He Devil. And I'm just going to really closely pack this as close as I can to my eyelashes, which should help to just define the eyes, but without the boldness and just harshness of an eyeliner. So I'm not sure if you can see that too well on camera, but it really has just helped to define my eyes a little bit, but with that really lovely warm brown autumnal shade, and I really like that for an everyday makeup look. It's still quite soft, but adds a little bit more drama. I am going to use this brush, which is a really lovely one from Iconic, really pretty brush, just to blend everything together to give it a totally seamless and soft finish. As you guys know, I like to keep it quite natural on my eyes. I don't ever really do anything too crazy with my makeup. For my mascara, I'm using the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. This one has got castor oil in there, which is really nourishing for the lashes. I just had individual lash extensions, so I really do need to keep my lashes nice and nourished to help them recover. This is a black mascara. I'm hoping they might bring it out in brown. If you guys, again, have any really nice drugstore brown mascara recommendations, please let me know, because I am much more of a fan of brown mascara in autumn. Okay, so that's my eyes pretty much done. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of colour to my cheeks, and you've probably seen me using this palette as my mirror. I love this ginormous mirror in this. It's the It Cosmetics Your Most Beautiful You anti-aging matte bronzer, radiance luminizer and brightening blush. I actually don't use the bronzer that much for no particular reason other than I just guess I'm obsessed with my hourglass, but I love this combination here. Another Iconic brush. I just love the colour of these. They've got like a taupe bristle end and then rose gold and cream, definitely my colours. Blending these two, and then a really soft application to give a little bit of colour to the cheeks. And then I'll normally finish by going in just with the highlight for a very soft highlight and glow. On the lips, I'm going to be using the Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder lip liner, and this is in the shade 01 Victoria. It is the most perfect brownie pink shade, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So I'm going to start by lining the lips with this. So you can see that's just really helped to define the lip shape, which is really good if you're using a slightly softer lipstick. Now, on an everyday level, I normally wouldn't wear a proper lipstick, but what I do adore are these new lip gelatos from Elizabeth Arden. You may have seen the lookbook that I did featuring these. I'll leave it linked on the screen now and down below. Just absolutely love them. Beautiful consistency, very balmy, so really nice this time of year. I would normally wear this on an everyday basis, but as I am filming later, I'm going to use a slightly more pigmented lipstick. This is the Elizabeth Arden. That was scary. That was my bedroom door slamming. This house is haunted. I'm going to be using... Sorry, slight distraction with the dogs, but as I was saying, for a slightly more coverage look on the lips for filming today, I'm using the Pure Colour Envy from Estee Lauder in the shade Insatiable Ivory. This is also quite balmy, but the most beautiful colour. And I find that one just works really beautifully with the Victoria Beckham lip liner as well, so that's a real go-to combination at the moment, and one that I always fling in my handbag for just, you know, topping up on the go. I'm going to add a little bit more drama to my lashes as well, and this is the Grand Entrance mascara from Elizabeth Arden, another long-time favourite of mine. I absolutely love this one and used it for probably at least a year non-stop, and it recently came back into my life, which I'm very grateful. So I'm going to add a second coating of mascara with this one just to add a little more drama. And my final step is a finishing mist. I am using the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. This is setting spray, priming spray and moisture spray. I tend to use it most as a setting spray because I do actually have another favourite for topping up on the go. It's this one, the Elizabeth Arden 8-Hour Miracle Hydrating Mist. This is one that I just use throughout the day, you know, when you just want a little pick-me-up. So I'll just mist this on whenever I want a little bit of a hydration hit. But for finishing off my makeup, the Too Faced one is my favourite, so I'll finish with the misting of this. So that's my everyday autumn makeup. I'm going to leave my hair to dry for a few more minutes. It's still a little bit damp in the under sections, and then I will show you how I just loosely and softly curl my hair for an everyday kind of look. Okay, I'm back and I have now totally blow dried my hair. It's absolutely dry, and as you can see, a little bit bedraggled looking. So I'm going to brush through it, and then I'm going to show you how I do my everyday loose waves using my GHD Platinum stylers these are not just any platinum stylers. These I was so kindly given at a GHD event recently, and they have got Fashion Mumblr, which is my blog name, written on them. So big thank you to GHD. So yeah, I'm going to use those, switch those on. Super quick to heat up. By the time I've brushed my hair, they'll be ready to go. And then my super quick technique for creating my curls is just taking a fairly small section of hair, smoothing it out, and then I just glide the stylers down the hair and twisting at the end. There we go, nice little curl. And I don't brush them out until they've cooled down, because this just helps to like set the style in place. My roots need doing so badly. And by the way, I actually have a blog post all about my thoughts on getting my hair bleached, because I don't think I've ever really spoken about it on my YouTube channel before, but it's something that I really regret. So if you've ever thought about getting a full head of bleach, or you're wondering about my hair, then I'll leave that blog post link down below, because it's quite a lot of things I learned from getting my hair bleached. So definitely check that out. As you can see, I just have really bad roots all the time, and that's because essentially bleach is like plastering a colour all over your hair, and there's no easy or subtle way for regrowth. So yeah, check that blog post out. So as I get towards the back of my head, I'm making the sections slightly bigger, which in turn makes the curls a bit bigger. Just focusing on the end. I always just kind of twist them as they drop, and again this helps the curl hold its form. And then when I reach the middle, I'm not very skilled when it comes to doing the second half, so I tend to do my lipstick last, because what I'm going to do is put a lot of my hair in my mouth to hold it out of the way. I still need to learn an alternative way of doing it. Before, after. Now that my hair is curled, I can reapply my lipstick, and then the look is almost complete. So I'm going to give my curls a very fine misting of the GHD Final Fix hairspray, and then I'll just run my hands through to give them a little bit more of a soft and natural look. So there we go. Obviously every single day my curls look different. Sometimes I'll brush through them, sometimes I'll add a bit more volume on the roots, just depends on what kind of hair day I'm having. Today they're looking quite good, quite voluminous down there. So that's pretty much my entire makeup and hair routine that I'm doing on a daily basis, and I'll probably switch it up, make it a little bit darker as we go even further into autumn, but that's what I am currently doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new for more fashion, beauty, travel, etc. And everything that I mentioned will be linked down below, so check out the description box for more and for links to blog posts and things that I've mentioned as well. So that is all from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!